A funeral procession marches through campus, but instead of mourning a person, students and several faculty members of California University mourn the death of higher education.
Right now we're having a demonstration to let people understand what the proposed cuts in education in the budget are going to, and how it's going to affect the students. It's an amazing amount of money that we're taking away from our higher education. And our students' tuition keeps going up in some cases, but it's not enough to match the amount of cuts that we have. So what ends up happening is we end up having to cut programs, and we're calling it the death of public higher education because of the fact that we're not going to be able to do what we need to do with all these cuts going on.
Governor Corbett's proposed budget will cut $330 million in subsidies to the 14 state universities.
When you go and you cut taxes, when you go and you cut budgets, everybody thinks that's a wonderful thing. But what are you left with when you have no taxes to support what is necessary for the citizens of Pennsylvania?
Honestly, I think this is probably the most important pressing issue that we have affecting Pennsylvania at this time. It may not seem so devastating in the short term because it's cutting education while keeping all the other factors of the budget, but in the long term, over a course of 5-10 years, when we can't get an education in the state because the cost has risen too high, because the campuses are closing, because there just isn't education to be had, we're doomed.
Pennsylvania.
Students and professors spoke at the protest, urging people to get informed and involved by joining the protest, signing a petition, and contacting their legislators.
And all sorts of technology across
the best thing you can do to prevent this is to get in touch with legislators. Know who your legislators are, register as a voter, be vocal, be active, spread awareness.
Well, hopefully we can get enough momentum here on our campus. Some of our students are going to be going to a rally that's happening tomorrow in Harrisburg, trying to get our legislators to understand that, and this is Democratic legislators and Republican legislators, we've got to get people to understand how this is affecting our students and our education. So the protest just has to get bigger and louder, and more people have to get involved.
As the protesters place their signs in the casket and head back to class, they hope their message of getting informed and involved stays alive.